Hello gang, Merlin Don the mic. Today we continue our OP13 journey with the next leader, and this is no one else but the red purple Gol D Roger, the Pirate King himself. Until someone else claims the title, of course, right? So in this video we will deep dive, let's say, into this leader. So we will start with a presentation. I will tell you about this leader, what this leader does. We will explain his ability, because many people are, let's say, confused about what he does, how it really works and everything. Then we will go through the tactics. Which cards do you want to have when you pick up your first 5 cards, or which card are you mulliganing for? Then how you play between the 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9 dons, etc. What are your finishers? What means of defense you have? We will talk about the curve, odd curve, even curve, how you play. Then we will go to the simulator and we will check a list that I have prepared for you. This is just a sample list. This is a basis where you can pick this list up and then start building from this one. So it's like the core list, right? And in the end of the video, we will also check some gameplay so that you know how you play this leader, what to expect, and then of course you will also add your own sauce when you play with him, right? So without any further ado, let's go to the leader. Gol D Roger, 7k attack power, 5 life leader. So when you first see this leader, it's like, is that even possible, right? But then you have to read the text, and you have to read the text carefully, because it says that if you have any Dawn cards on your field, give 1 Dawn card that you would be added during your Dawn phase. And now we will talk about the Dawn phase to your leader. So again, if you have any Dawn cards on your field, this is the first part. So let's see it through. So when you start here the game, so you start the game, right? You don't have any Dawns on your field. So the first part of this sentence is not covered if you have any Dawn cards on your field. So you don't care about that, right? Because it says if you have any Dawn cards on your field, then give blah blah blah. So that means that when you start the game on the first round, you don't have any means, that you don't have any Dawns, you take the Dawn, you don't do anything, right? Because what's the phase? What are the phases in One Piece? So you start the game, if you have rested characters, you restand them. If you have rested Dawns, you restand your Dawns, then you draw a card, and then is a Dawn phase. You get 2 Dawns from your Dawn deck, right? So again, when you start the game, it doesn't matter if you go first or if you go second, you don't need to attach anything to your leader. But let's say that you went first, right? And now let's read again the card. If you have any Dawn cards on your field, so we do have a Dawn on your field. This is our second turn, right? This is our Dawn field. We do have a Dawn on the second field. So we continue reading. Give 1 Dawn card that would be added during your Dawn phase to your leader. So in the Dawn phase, you're allowed to take 2 Dawns, right? So again, what's the Dawn phase? You restand your characters, you restand any Dawns that are on your Dawn field, then you draw a card, and then you take the 2 Dawns. And one of the 2 Dawns should go to the leader. Should go to the... How do you even do that? I don't know. So 1 Dawn, let's say that we have attached 1 Dawn, right? So you need to attach 1 Dawn to your leader. Again, let's say that you went second, and we read the card again. If you have any Dawn cards on your field, so we do have, right? We first restand our characters, we restand our Dawns if you have used any, then we draw a card, and now it's our Dawn phase. So it says give one Dawn card that would be added during the Dawn phase to your leader. So instead of adding 2 Dawns here, 1 Dawn get here, 1 Dawn get to your leader, right? And then important is if you have 9 or less Dawn cards in your field, give this leader -2 power. So this is your leader when you start the game, right? Let's say that you went second. You place your 2 Dawns, you don't need to do anything on your second turn. 1 Dawn goes here, 1 Dawn goes here on your leader. If you go first, you have a 5k leader because of the second effect that we read on the card, that you have less than 9 Dawns, right? So you have a 5k leader. And now, when we are at the Dawn phase, we give 1 Dawn, we place 1 Dawn on the Dawn field, and we place 1 Dawn to our leader, etc. So I hope that you understood that. If not, write me down in the comment section below and I can explain it even deeper or even more, or with other examples as well. So this is the leader. It's a strong leader, a really strong leader, because once you are at the 10 Dawns, you are a 7k leader, and not only that, you have access into the pool of 2 colors, so red and purple, and you have still 5 life. You're a 5 life leader. How strong is that? So this is a leader. Let's go to the starting hand. What are you searching for? You're searching for your searcher, and you're searching for the cards that will let you ramp as soon as possible, because you want to ramp as soon as possible with this leader to reach the 10 Dawns, to have a 7k leader, and also play your boss monsters, right? So between 1 and 3 Dawns, you can only play these 2 cards. Why? Because 1 Dawn will be always attached to your leader, right? So we can play either Sanks to search, or we can also play Buggy to ramp. It says if your leader has a type including Roger Pirates and you have any given Dawn cards, add up 1 of your Dawn cards from your Dawn deck and rest it. So when you read here and you have any given Dawn cards, that means attached cards to your leader. So if you are at 3 Dawns and you have 1 Dawn attached to your leader, then you can play Buggy and you ramp, right? So that's a trick. Between 4 and 6 Dawns, you can play your Bone Clay, you can play your Bullet, you can play your Event. Again, 1 Dawn will be always attached to your leader. Between 7 and 9 Dawns, you can play your Gaban to ramp, or you can play your Katakuri to defend yourself. To defend yourself, you can use these events, the 1-cost event that ramps. You can also use it to counter, or you can use a Divine Departure and trust 1 card from your hand, and then you give your leader or a character plus 3k power. Now about the curves. We prefer with Roger to go first. Why? Because we have to play in every single turn something, and we can ramp fast. So on the first turn, we can play our Sanks to search, right? So we can search Roger Pirates, except Sanks. But we have so many Roger Pirate cards, and some of you will be wondering, okay, what do I get? What do I search for? You look at the cards that you have in your hand, you imagine your next turns, and you pick up the card that will help you maintaining a good curve. This is the answer to that question. So you play your searchers on the 3 Dawn, you attach 1 to your leader, so you have 2+1. So you have 2 remaining dons to use, right? What can you do here? You can play either buggy, or you can play, of course, your event. Because the event is you may rest one of your Dawn cards. So you pay 1, you rest 1. If your leader is Gol D Roger and you have any given Dawn card, so he has 1 card, then you ramp. So while you are here, and let me take this and add it also here, because on the 3 drones we can use it. Then when we are at the 5 dons, let's say that we have ramped here, right? 5 + 1, 6. Our leader has 1 don attached. Now we have 5 dons. Now we have 4 dons to use. We can either ramp with a Mr. 2 or we can ramp using a Douglas. Then we will be at 8 + 1. Here we need to ramp. Its best case scenario is to try to ramp, because then we will reach the 10 dons and our leader will become a 7k leader. And on the next turn, we don't need to attach anything to our leader. We can play one of our big monsters, right? If we need to defend ourselves, or if we don't have any means to ramp, we just play our Katakuri to defend ourselves, if we have him, right? So this is your preferred and best curve for Roger. If you happen to go second, on the first turn, unfortunately, you can only play Sanks. If you don't have Sanks, you can't play anything. You just pass. On the second turn, you ramp 2 dons, you are at 4. You need to attach 1 to your leader, right? So you're 3 + 1 to be specific, right? 3 + 1. So you can only play your Douglas, your event, or you can also play your buggy. If you have any buggy, let's also take the buggy here, right? You want to ramp at this point, if you can. Then you will be at 7 + 1. 7 + 1, best case scenario, you double ramp, and then you're at 10 dons, and you're good to go. How you can double ramp? You can double ramp using your Bone Clay here, and then your event here, or your buggy, for example, or your Douglas, for example, right? If you don't have a combination to double ramp, you can play your Gaban and ramp just once and recycle a card. And then on the next turn you go Katakuri, Newgate, Sanks, Roger, etc, etc, etc. This is the leader. So let's go to assembly list. This is assembly list. We talked about the leader. We have 4 Sansis. Someone would ask here, why do we even play Sansi? Because we are healthy with 5 life, or no, Sansi is mostly there to apply pressure and to take your own life in order to prepare yourself for Roger. You can play him at start because we are healthy at 5 life, right? And the card that we get from our lives, it's a resource in our hand. And of course, if your opponent does not want to attack you or tries to starve you, you play your Sansi and you prepare for yourself to play your Gol D Roger. We play 2 Utas, it's a blocker, and if you have a big monster on the field, it costs only 2 Don to play. Edward Newgate, this is such a great card. It feels really great to play it at 9 Don. When you're at 9 Don, even if you're at 10 Don, you can play it, and then you have 1 Don open for an event to defend yourself. Sanks and Roger, 3 and 3, boss monsters, and Katakuri, 4 of them, attacker, blocker, restance himself. 4 of your searchers, 4 of your ramp event, 2 of your 0 cost event, 2 Siki, blocker, and if you have 8 or more done, you can also recycle a card. Then to ramp, we do have the buggy, we do have the Douglas bullet, we do have the Mr. 2, we do have the Gaban, and of course, the last but not least, Usohachi 2k, and you can also rest 5 cost or less character if you need to. Now, my friends, let's go and see some gameplay. So we go against a blue, purple Luffy. So the boogeyman of the previous meta is now our customer. Just to go first, unfortunately for us, so we will now see an even curve for Roger. He hits us with 6k, we take, and we play a Sansi. Now it's our second turn. As you can see, on our second turn, one Dawn went here, the Dawn field, one Dawn was automatically attached to our leader. So we do have a 6k leader, we attack, and we have 3 Dawns. Of course, we use our Douglas to have a body and to ramp. I don't use here the Sansi effect because I don't want to take life really aggressively at that point. Now we are, let's see, now we are at 2, 4, 6, 7. At 7 Dawn, one is attached, so we do have only 6 Dawns here for us. We have 6 Dawns. What we can do and what we will do here is, let's see, I think we have some options. We have the Gaban, we have Mr. 2, Bone Clay, we have some options. The first one is to attack with Sansi, his small character. Of course, you could also play something and then that would be a 7k hit, that's my bad. And then we play the Gaban to get arrested on. We go to 8. And next turn we will be able to ramp to 10 Dawns. But we can't do it immediately because we do have some Dawns to take from our Dawn deck. We need to attach one to our leader. So our opponent attacks the Sansi and plays a Sansi without any other monster, fortunately for us. We attack him and now you can see how sweet is that, right? Because we had 2 Dawns to take. One Dawn we placed in on the field, one we needed to attach to our Roger. We do have 10 Dawns, so our leader is a 7k leader, but we do have only 9 Dawns, and we can play our Sanks or our Roger. But what we can play is a new gate, and here is the perfect match for the new gate, because when you are at this turn, but you can't play a 10 cost, you can always play a new gate, you buff your leader plus 2k, and now as you can see, I have a 10k swing to this Luffy and a big monster on the field. And not only that, I always also have my Gaban from before, and it's also 7k body, it's not a small body, right? He red rocks my new gate, and then he tries to attack my Gaban, and I protect this Gaban. Some would say, okay, why do you do that? Because I want to apply pressure to this guy. Now he has only 1 card left. First we attack, of course, with our leader, and with Gaban he has 5 cards left. Now we attack with Sanks and he takes. Now no matter what he does, we do have Roger in our hand, so we will win here. He goes 8 to our Gaban, 8 of course because our Sanks gives him -1, and then he kills him. Of course we let that go, right? And he plays a Nami, but now he can't do anything because of course we have Roger. No matter how many Dawns he has, we are still at 3 life, we have a 2k in our hands, we have the Sanks, we have the Roger. Even if he counters that, and he does counter that, right? He remains with 2 cards. But anyway, he can't kill everything, right? So he tries to kill the Roger, I think, and we have a 2k. So it's our turn and it's a GG. So this is the Gol D Roger, the Pirate King, guys, the Pirate King himself. Yeah. So this was it for today's video. This was the gameplay. This is how you play against Blue Purple and also other decks. Feel free to cook with this list, take it as your base, and then you can change some things. What I wouldn't change, to be honest, is at least 2 or 3 copies of Gol D Roger, at least 2 or 3 copies. Buggy, Douglas Bullet, Sangs and Gaban are mandatory, in my opinion. The one cost event is also mandatory, and other than that, feel free to play chess. Play whatever you want, try to mix up things, to cook your deck list and find the best list that is suitable for you guys, right? This is a deck that you don't have only one or two lists. You can cook with this deck, and you have two colors, so you have a large pool of cards to choose. So be creative and go make some Roger lists to be able to top the meta. So this is the Pirate King, guys, and then he laughed. Thank you very much for watching this video. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm always happy to read your comments. Leave your comments, tell me what you think about this list, about this leader, and about the upcoming OP13 meta. Thank you again for watching, guys. Bye.